Hey friends, so today is a really exciting announcement video. A couple of friends and I have gotten together and we have created the Historical Fiction-a-thon, and I am so excited. You guys don't even know. I mean, you might know because this is literally one of my favorite genres or my favorite genre, but I am beyond pumped for this readathon. So my co-hosts are Amara Franklin, who is a fellow YouTuber on here. I will link everything down below. And the other host is my friend Kirsty at A Stroke of Genius on Instagram. And like I said, I will link everything down below. We all really love historical fiction, so we thought we would just all get together and plan this thing out. So this is so exciting. We spent a ton of time working out the prompts and figuring everything out, and it's just like, this is like our little baby and we are so excited. And I started looking around online and realized that this doesn't exist yet. So this is really cool to be kind of like starting this readathon, because I just assumed that somebody else has done it, but from what I can find, it hasn't been done. So the hashtag for the Historical Fiction-a-thon is just going to be hashtag Historical Fiction-a-thon. It's not used, it doesn't exist, it's not anywhere, so it's perfect because it's the title of the readathon. So for this readathon, we have 6 prompts and we worked together to kind of streamline them. We tried to make really broad prompts that could also be stacked together. This is super relaxed. Nobody's gonna be policing whether or not you bent the rules or whatever. Like, if you think it fits, it fits. We just want as many people as possible to get together and read as many historical fiction books as possible. This is actually going to be a 2-week readathon. It's going to be from February 8th at 12 a.m., so midnight, and it's going to go 2 weeks through to February 23rd at 11:59 p.m. That way we get as many weekends as possible, because weekdays can get really busy for most people, and we just decided to make it a longer readathon because we don't like putting ourselves in boxes, and it gets really stressful trying to fit in a whole bunch of stuff in a week. So it's a 2-week-long readathon. It's easy peasy. It's going to be super relaxed and super fun. And this will go across Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So however you want to participate, you totally can. The hashtag will be the same on all 3 platforms, and we'll be trying to watch out to see who's participating, and you can also tag us and stuff like that in your posts. So we are super excited. I will have an official TBR up after this at some point before the readathon starts, but I'm also going to throw a couple of suggestions out there just in case you guys are interested. Getting into the prompts, so the first one is The Time Traveler's Wife, and this one is just read a book from your favorite time period. So it can be any time period that you like. Just read a book from that time period. Like I said, super broad. My favorite time period tends to be World War II historical fiction. So obviously there are a lot of things that can work for that, but we've got The Boat Runner, All the Light We Cannot See, The Book Thief, we've got The Last Girls of Paris, we've got Lilac Girls, we've got Lost Roses, which I also haven't read, and then we have We Were the Lucky Ones, which is one of my favorites of 2019. We've also got Salt to the Sea, another favorite of 2019, The Roman Rue Amélie, which I have not read, and The Tattooist of Auschwitz, which I also haven't read. So lots of World War II historical fiction. You guys can like pretty much take your pick, although if that's not your favorite time period, then you guys are on your own to find what your favorite part is. The second prompt is friendship, and this is just a book with 2 or more people on the cover. I realized I don't have as many as I thought I did for this prompt, but I know I've seen a ton of books with more than one person on the cover, but the 2 that I have are Lilac Girls and Lost Roses. The next one is Saint Valentine, and it's read a historical romance. This doesn't have to be specifically just a historical romance, it just has to have romance in it somewhere in the book, which generally historical fiction, they all have some sort of romance. This one has a bit of romance, even if it wasn't my favorite. I'm assuming this one definitely has some sort of romance in it. Fountains of Silence is a really cute relationship story. Montauk isn't war-based at all, but it is a historical romance. It's based in like the late 30s, I believe. Technically, A Gentleman in Moscow also has some romance in it, and The Tattooist of Auschwitz, I believe, is based around a relationship. The next one on the list is film noir, and it's read a book with a movie adaptation. A perfect one for this would actually be The Book Thief. This one, I really loved the book, and I really loved the movie. A book that I haven't read yet that also has a movie adaptation is The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. I did see the movie for this, and I thought it was really cute, but I do want to read the book at some point as as well. The fifth prompt is All is Fair in Love and War, and this is just choose a wartime novel. I've kind of already gone through these stacks. They are pretty much all wartime novels, so take your pick. It doesn't have to be World War II though, it can be any war at any particular time. Actually, this one isn't set in a war, but it's sort of based in the aftermath. It's set about 20 years post the Spanish Civil War, so technically that could count because it is like the aftermath of the war and you see the effects that it has on the people, so that could be an option that's not just like World War II historical fiction, it's a little bit different. And then the last prompt is Back to the Future, and it's read a classic or a retelling of a favorite classic. Now this one, I have no idea if I'm gonna get to a classic or not, and I don't really have any ideas for a retelling. That being said, if you pop over to Amara's channel, her video should be live the same time or same day as this one, and she did have a recommendation or two for that prompt because I wasn't quite sure how to fill that one, but she definitely does have a couple recommendations for that, so pop over there if you're curious about retellings of classics or whatever. I hope that as many of you as possible participate in this. It would be so much fun to do this with all of you, and I hope that you guys are as excited about it as I am. I am just so thrilled that we put together this readathon, and I absolutely can't wait to participate in it because I'm just so stinking excited. So as always, leave me a comment down below. Let me know whether or not you plan on participating, if you have any books that you want to get to that you think this will be the perfect thing for. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already and the bell so you don't miss future notifications. I upload most Mondays and Thursdays, and I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.